Boa tarde, amigos. Or bom dia, amigos. Or, as I learned from Love Actually, boa notte, amigos. Yeah, see, the Portuguese is going well. It's going well. So, I mean, I don't know what time you guys watch this, but I've just covered everything there because I've just said good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. So, it's a bit basic, but it's getting there. I'm not sure the players really understand what I'm saying, though, as you can tell from my most recent result. The challenge hasn't got off to the best start. Because, yes, we may have lost 3-0 to Rio Ave. They didn't have that much in the way of shots, really, but neither did we. It was very even, but they finished all of them. Apparently, Gelson Dala is the best forward in the world, which is great. It's not gone off to the best start, I won't lie. That defeat has left us 8th in the table, and we have got a very good home record, but away from home, not quite as good. We've only played 3 games, won 2, lost 1, and today we're going to be taking on P. Ferreira, who are currently sat in 4th in the league as well. So I'm feeling a little bit not under pressure. I know we were going to come back for the Rio Ave game, but the reason why I haven't is because we've actually had our Europa League draw, which means that because this is quite a big tournament in the context of the series, I thought we may as well watch the majority of the games. So we're going to start off today by watching our game against Sparta Prague, who are arguably the hardest team in our group. Along with them, we've got Lech from Poland, and we also have Granada, obviously, from Spain. So it could be quite a difficult group. Granada are no pushovers, and I think Lech aren't too bad either. I hope I'm saying that right. It might just be Lech, but I'm not 100%. Either way, we're not playing them today, so it doesn't matter. Porto continue to go from strength to strength. They've won 5 games out of 5. Benfica, at least, have got an equal record to us. They've lost a game as well, so hopefully we can carry on our good home form and win again today. To make you aware, I did make one more sign since last time we met, but we all knew about that Alex was going to come in, and he has done, and he actually scored on his debut in the Europa League, so he's played quite well so far. But I do need this team to get fit and firing and get them all on the same page. So, Aidan's in goal, Mendes, Coates, Inacio, and Porro make up the back 4. Then you've got Polina, Vasilidis, and Goncalves in the middle, with Cabral, Santos, and Zirkzee, the front 3. We've been really good. We were a little bit unlucky against Rio Ave, it's safe to say. I don't not saying for a second we deserve to win the game, but a draw I think probably would have been fair. But it just seems to be a thing with me on this year's FM, and I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody. But I struggle away from home. There seems to be a real thing about home advantage in this year's FM. So hopefully today we'll be able to sort of overrule that, and we'll get, well, hopefully we'll actually follow suit and get the win. But I'm still a little disappointed in the fact I haven't quite managed to figure out how to win away from home consistently yet on this game. Because let's face it, in this series, I'm going to need to. I can't rely every year on my home form being amazing. Although having good home form is a Mourinho trait, as Nuno Santos gets us straight off the bat with his 4th goal of the season. Pretty good. That's a good start. Lovely little flicking ball here from Seb, and he finds Nuno, who takes a great touch and just manages to toe punt in at the near post. It's not the best keeping in the world, but it's pretty quick thinking from Nuno. That's a good start. Okay, that's good news. The other question I've really got in my mind now is, with regards to the Europa League, what do I do in terms of the lineup? Because this, again, is a tournament that I kind of need to win. But do I use some of the kind of more backup players and some of the younger players and see if I can give them a bit more first-team confidence? Do you know what I mean? I'm not really 100% sure what to do in that respect. So we'll have to figure that out. But hopefully, with the 5 sub rule, I'll be able to keep rotation quite a lot in this save, which is good. This doesn't look good as Ferreira hit a ball in, but that's a decent save by Aidan, who I have to say has been quite impressive until the last game against Rio Ave, where he literally just let anything in. He did make 1 save, and some of the goals he definitely could have stopped. So I was a little bit disappointed. But Pedro Porro here, running down the right-hand side. Pedro gets the line, whips it in. Joshua Zirkzee, he's hit the post again. He's got a habit of doing that. He's under a little bit of pressure at the moment from Sporar. I can't remember. Is it Sporar? I can't remember his name. What was his name? Sporar. I knew it began with an S and a P. That's a good start, Mike. Well done. He must be sat there thinking, he doesn't even know my name. I'm never going to get a game. And yet I've scored 4 goals in 2 games. So why wouldn't he play me? I'm actually really struggling to think about why I shouldn't. Managers live and die by their signings. That's the problem. But Jovan Cabral has managed to get in a lovely ball there and smack it in here from a Nuno Santos cross. Get in. We're 2-0 up. I'm feeling fine at home. Brilliant ball in. Lovely touch from Cabral. 2-0. Absolutely cruising. No real issues in the slightest. So I felt absolutely fine when we were at the Alvalade Securo, which I believe is how you pronounce it. There's Estadio Jose, I think, before that, but I'll just call it the Alvalade Securo because it sounds good when I say it. Is it Alavade? Is it Alavade? Do they say that the E's is in A's? I'm not really 100% sure. I never did Portuguese at school. I did French. And that's definitely not been a waste of time. Je m'appelle Michel. Je suis le grand fromage. I am the big cheese. And at the moment, I am. I am the big cheese with Sporting. I mean, ladies, some are swooning right now. This all got a little bit too personal. I'm going to say I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up, lads. That is beautiful. It's been a very, very solid performance from the boys. No less than really I expected. I mean, these guys are fourth, so they're no pushovers. Let's put that into context. These guys are no pushovers, but we're making them look it here. They've not even had a shot on goal. I just think maybe the Gegenpress or the Gegenpress doesn't work away from home. That's what I'm beginning to think. Maybe I need to come up with a more control or more counter-attacking based system. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, but maybe that's the way forward. The only reason I thought it would be is I thought we were good enough and we were a good enough team in this league to sort of impose our game onto other teams when we go away from home. In all fairness, like they literally hit us from 3 counter-attacks out of it. It wasn't like they outplayed us. They literally just hit us on the break 3 times. So it's not like they were much better. We're going to take Nuno Santos off and we're going to see our first little glimpse here. Bruno Tabata, who I have to say looks potentially very good as well as a solid midfield option. On the right hand side, he's left footed as well, which is nice, so he can dart inside. On that inverted wing, very similar to Nuno Santos. Got 2 assists in the 1 game he's played so far this year for us in the Europa League. So hoping he can do something quite similar today. It's going to be a really big task to overtake Porto, to be fair, in this league. Technically, because Porto were already a really, really big team in Portugal when Jose took over. If I win it with Sporting, does that make me actually off to a better start? That's what we need to ask ourselves really here. As Cabral plays it through to Zirkzee. Zirkzee out to Tabata. This is where we need him to get... I almost said Ciabatta there. He whips it in and bang, Joshua Zirkzee gets the ball into the back of the net. It's his 3rd goal of the season. That's why you're not playing Sporar. But boss, I got 4 in 2. I don't care. Zirkzee's got 3 in 5. Never question my authority. Tabata on the ball, throws it in, and there's Cabral. Oh my god. Cabral. There you go. Cabral tucks it. 4-0, I might add. We've absolutely cruised through this game. I've been very, very relaxed. I've been sat here kind of talking to you guys. Well, actually, just talking to myself. But I'm going to edit it to make it look like you guys are here. Not like in shape, but like in conversational terms. Palafrera on the ball. Douglas Tank has scored. Well, shots were fired. That's a Tank joke. That's great. Maybe his name should be Thomas. He's got one hell of an engine on him. No? Enough, mate. Badiashile Ortiz about to Tabata. Tabata's in. He doesn't save it. Jordi is in goal. Is that like the French kid that sang the Allison song? What a lad. Jordi, Allison, Allison. Anyway, we won 4-1. I'm gone a little bit mental. It's because it's Christmas tomorrow. And I would like to quickly say, actually, to all of you, a very, very Merry Christmas from me. To every single one of you out there. Thank you very much for this year. It's been an absolute blast. I've had a great time, and hopefully you all get as good a Christmas as can be expected with what's going on in the world at the moment. But love to you all, and obviously if you're enjoying the series and you enjoy what you've seen on the channel this year, drop a like on the video. That's your Christmas present to me. I haven't been naughty. Well, next up then is Sparta Prague, and we're at home, so naturally we'll win that one, you'd like to think. Okay, we come back a bit early in the Sparta Prague game, because you can see here, I've got 4 injuries in a row, right? So Gonzalo Costa, 8 to 9 months, down to cruciate ligaments, okay? Then you got Bruno Palista, hip injury, out for 4 months. Cabral, who's actually a player that is in my first team, will be out for another 2 weeks. And then I've got Rui Carrera, young centre-back, broken foot for 3 months. So in total, if you add all those up, cumulatively, bit of quick maths, that's literally over 1.5 years worth of injuries right there. Ooh, this game. So it is very much a changed lineup today, apart from the fact that Seb retains his place, because obviously I've got a few injuries in the middle of the pot that I need to attend to. But looking at it then, so Maximiliano is in goal. He's quite a young up-and-coming goalkeeper. Looks like he could be potentially excellent. So this is going to be a good competition for him to get himself up and running as a force. I've left Zirkzee on there, but he's going to come off as well, so Sporar isn't actually going to start there. Antunes is at the back with Badiashile and a young lad here called Quaresma. Now, Eduardo Quaresma, oh my word, 18 years old, could be absolutely insane. Originally, I thought Inacio was going to be my kind of like main man to really grow in this series. I think it might actually be Quaresma. He's pretty tall for his age. He's got ridiculous physicals for his age. Mentals are excellent, and technically could be very, very good as well. So hopefully him and Badiashile will form a decent partnership at the back. Thiago Lloris is going to be playing at right wing back today, literally because Bruno Gaspar is currently injured as well for another 5 weeks. So add that to the year and a half of injuries that I've got. Seb's going to be playing in the defensive mid position. Then you've got Alex in the middle with Jose Mario, or not Jose Mario, Yao Mario might. Camacho's on the left. Bruno Tabata is going to be playing on the right. And Sporar, yeah, he's getting his chance today. He's been giving me nothing but grief all week. At least Zirkzee scored in the last game. Made it a bit easier for me to tell him that he wouldn't be playing in the league. I'm going to say to the boys, we're favourites and should be winning this fairly comfortably. In all fairness, like, we are really meant to be topping this group, so there's no reason why we shouldn't, really. I'd like to try and get this done as early as possible, but ultimately, this isn't going to affect the first team too much. I think through the group stages, theoretically, we should be able to get through quietly, quite comfortably, but you just never know. You just never know in this game. And it looks like they've made the better start here as Hoslek goes down the right-hand side here, but Antunes makes a decent tackle. A bit unlucky with where that falls. They've hit the bar. Benoit Badiashile manages to clear it, so does Quaresma. I mean, that's a little bit of a warning shot across the bows, and we've not started that quickly, but Sparta Prague have definitely come out of the traps quite good. They're definitely the best team in our group. So really, if I can get a win here at home to them, that would be excellent. But more importantly is when we go away to Prague, it's always a very difficult game. They are essentially almost like a Champions League team. They've been there before a few times. Everyone knows how difficult it is to go out to Prague and get a win, and they've definitely started the game better than we have. Granada are beating Lech, which I had a feeling would probably happen, but there's still plenty of time to go. I mean, Antunes, that's not a great ball in, but Quaresma does well there. Finds Mario, great ball out to Tabata. Not a brilliant ball in from him, but Thiago Lloris, I mean, he's not playing in his normal position on the right. I'm not going to lie, he's usually more of a centre-back, but he can play there. And that was pretty poor from him. And his distribution so far from Lloris is not cheering me up. But yeah, Mario plays a great ball through to Sporar. You're making it so difficult, Andraz. Makes him sound like a budget version of Andrex. Brilliant ball by Yao Mario. He looks like he's slightly offside, but he makes brilliant runs. He just runs off the back of the defender and he finishes, and he's giving it that as well. And oh, mate. And that's a brilliant time run. That's a sensational time run. What a ball from Yao Mario as well. Maybe I need to play him away from home. He could be my little creative hub. But ultimately, that was pretty good. So we're 1-0 up, which is great news. Granada have taken a 2-0 lead, make it 3. I mean, they've got some very good players, actually. They've got Luis Suarez, not the Luis Suarez. I think it's the one from Watford. But they've got some decent players there as well, Granada. So they could be quite tricky as well. Camacho, great ball into Sporar. He's on for a second, and it's been blocked. He should have hit it with his left foot. Zirkzee would have hit it with his left foot. Zirkzee would have finished that. He wouldn't. He wouldn't have done. Well, I can't exactly say that it's been comfortable, but we have played okay. I'm just going to say I'm happy with your performance so far. Keep it up. I mean, like I said, we've had one real moment of magic. There were only 2 highlights in the half. Theirs was the one in the first bit where they hit the bar. The second one was the Sporar goal. Other than that, not a lot's really happened. What I'm hoping is that they'll open the game up a little bit more, but Tabata whips a decent ball in. We've been very good from set pieces so far this season, and Benoit Badiashile gets his first for the club. He is a player, if I can sign him, that I would love to get in as a kind of like small, medium-term project. He's a great player to potentially have. I mean, he could be a star of the series if he achieves the potential that I think that he's got. I've had him before in a YouTube series. I think it was with Aston Villa, and he was amazing back then. Really, really overperformed, and I think he could potentially do the same again in this one. Keep your eyes peeled on Benoit Badiashile. It's annoying, because if I was doing this as a really long-term project, I'd probably have him and Quaresma as a back two, which would sound absolutely amazing at this kind of level. We've really come into it in the second half. We've dominated the game. You can tell that the XG is by far ahead. We've had nearly double the amount of shots that they have. Not the most exciting game in the world, but a win nonetheless, and that is all that I care about. A decent start in the Europa League, and ultimately a decent start in the league. We're still up in 4th. Eventually, we just got to keep in touch with not with Rio Ave, with Porto and Benfica. And to be fair, we're doing a lot better than Benfica are here at the moment. They played 4 and lost 2. We've only lost 1, so yeah. Ignore the fact that Porto haven't lost 1 game yet. But it's still a while before we play them. And in terms of where we come back, I think what we'll do... We've had 2 home games today, so let's have 2 away games next time out. So let's go for the Europa League away game against Granada. And then we'll also have the one away at Santa Clara in the league. Because it's only fair. I've had 2 home games today. We might as well do 2 away games as well. There's not too much time in between the 2, but we are going to be focusing a lot on each individual league. I'm not going to be sweeping through seasons really quickly, because every season in this save matters. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. Because of course, if you have, then please do drop a like on the video down below. Again, Merry Christmas to all of you guys. There probably will maybe be an episode out tomorrow. There'll be something on the channel, but in case there isn't, because of unforeseen circumstances, I wanted to wish you all from the bottom of my heart a really big Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great time with all your loved ones, or in whatever capacity that you can manage. But thank you so much for all your support this year. It's amazing. I shall see you all hopefully tomorrow, but if not, definitely on Boxing Day. Streaming will be back on the 27th, so get yourselves ready for that. Until I see you there, and until I see you for the next video, take care of yourselves, everyone. All the best. Merry Christmas, and stay cool. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. That could be your present to me. Bye!